It's the Electromagnet Mod in Scrap Mechanic on Steve's Makerspace, an electromagnet car, a maglev train concept, and these crazy balls that rotate around each other with magnets. That's all on today's Steve's Makerspace. Hi everybody, Steve from Steve's Makerspace here, and today we're back in Scrap Mechanic looking at the Electromagnet. This is a mod created by Technologic Nick, and I'm sorry that it's been a long time since I did a video, but I've been really busy. Anyway, I've been having a lot of fun with these electromagnets, and let's get started. We'll see what we can do with them in Scrap Mechanic. This is the electromagnet. You can see it looks like a logic block. You can attach a switch to it, or a button, or a logic block. I recently found out you can attach an engine to it and then control the power of it. I didn't actually do any experiments with that. You need two of the electromagnets for this to work so that they attract to each other, or you can also set them to repel each other. Here I forgot to wire this, so let me wire it up and you'll see, bam! They attracted to each other and hit each other and then flung away from each other. So I'm going to move this, get it a little closer so you can see that just one more time. Turn it on. Wham! Alright, now here I came up with a car. What I was thinking was I'd be able to drive around and pick up these electromagnets. So there's electromagnets in the car. As you can see, it just flung away. So not very effective. So then, let's see, I came up with this. I just added some blocks to the electromagnet, thought that would help to make sure it stayed, that the car could collect it in a good way. And here we go. And it sort of worked. So yeah, that worked. But then when I added a second electromagnet block, see what happens here. Get in. Boom. It was difficult getting two of them to stay underneath the car, and you can see it's spinning around like crazy, and there it, oh, I just turned it off. But this is what I came up with. This works. This is a block. I completely surrounded the electromagnet with other blocks, and now when I put the car over it, and this is a terrible car, it was just a concept car, but the idea is that you could collect these balls in a game with another player, or this might have some industrial use where you're using a crane to collect items in a warehouse or something like that. So it works. Yay! Electric motors use electromagnets. That's how they turn an axle. The electromagnet turns on, turns the axle, then it turns off, turns on again, turns off again, over and over again. So this is my piston, variable piston that I made, so that pushes the piston up and down as you like it. And as you can see, as the magnet gets closer, it speeds up. And as the piston and magnet gets farther away, the other magnet slows down. So what I have here is a variable speed electric engine. This, by the way, is just the variable piston. I thought I'd show that to you. This is on the workshop. Here, let me put a toilet on here. It's kind of shaky. Nothing I can do about that. This is the best you can do. But it kind of works. So then I figured, well, let me put my variable speed electric engine onto a car and power a car just with these electromagnets. So this is what I came up with. I've got my variable piston connected to these electromagnets on this tower on the car, and then I turn the electromagnets on and we're going. It works. It took me a while to get to this, and as you can see, it is very slow. This is the best I could do, unfortunately. It does have a reverse as well. It's kind of glitchy, difficult, doesn't always work. Most of the time it doesn't work, actually. And here I'm going to show you that it does have variable speed. First I'm going to get up a little bit of speed, and then I'm going to move the tower up, the other magnets up, and you can see the car slows down. And now I'll move the magnets back down and the car will speed up. But it is quite slow. So I'm not even sure I'm going to put this on the workshop. It's kind of pathetic. While I was coming out with this video, Khan made an electric engine that is about 1,000,000 times better than this. So you should check out his video. I'll leave a link in the description. Now here I'm doing a test to see the strength of the magnets, and as you can see, it has no effect on suspensions at all. So I used instead this simple lever, and you can see that this amount of metal just about balances with the electromagnets, at least the electromagnets as they are this far apart from each other. Now in this experiment you can see I've just got one electromagnet trying to attract the other one, and it's swinging back and forth, and I don't understand why it does that. That isn't what you would expect an electromagnet to do. It should, and as you add electromagnets it swings even wilder. But I don't know if this is a scrap mechanic problem or a mod problem. Anyway, there's also, what I didn't say before, there's south and north, and so the north and north would repel each other, south and south would repel each other, and so I'm doing a little experiment. You can see now it's swinging away instead of towards, and here it sort of does some other sort of swings, which is, it's kind of interesting. This was nice. Goes around in a circle, slows down, speeds up. That's pretty cool. And just change some of the some to north and south, and see what happens. You'll see in the background some floating balls going by. I'll show those to you later. These are just showing the repelling. So I've got two souths within these ball things. Just put them together, turn them on, and see what happens. Here's, I'll show you what happens if you don't surround them with metal, and they really go flying. And there we go. So, but if you put the repelling right in between, then it's balanced and it doesn't go anywhere until you knock it away. Here's another experiment where I have a magnet switching between north and south. So two magnets, one north for a little while, then south for a little while, and I've got a south magnet in the lever that's above it. And you can see it's doing some interesting flipping back and forth. Now I'll increase the length of the switching from 1 second to 1.5 seconds and see what happens to the lever in this case. So that's kind of interesting. Next we have maglev train concept. So these are some XNOR gates that will magnets are turned on to start with, and then when you go in front of these sensors, then the magnets turn off in sequence. So I do need to warn you, there's going to be some blinking lights. Anybody with epilepsy might want to look away. Let's see what happens. I'll reset this, turn on the car, and there you go. No motors, no electric, no gas, just magnets powering the car. It's kind of glitchy. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong with that, and it should have gone all the way across and not come back. Let me fix that. Simplest way to fix this problem, let's see, here we go. I just cut off the end of the track and that'll fix that problem. That's an engineer's solution right there. There we go. Ta-da! It works. I don't think the magnets on top are actually helping any. The idea is that they would be lightening the engine, the car. They do some interesting things though when you put a ball near them. They send these objects flying, so that's kind of fun. These ones got stuck on the car. Let's see if I can... Whoop! Here we go. Okay, oh! Well, that's interesting. Here we go. Woo! Yeah, this is good fun. Let's try this, just one piece. Whoa! Did you see how far that flew? This is another thing I did. I made some hovercrafts with some magnets in them. And the idea was going to be that I'd get them to orbit each other, or kind of get near each other, but not actually connect. But so the sensors are pushing them away from each other, but the magnets are drawing them closer together. I wasn't very successful with this. You can see it kind of attracts, and the hovercraft just didn't work very well. So then I came up with these balls, and so these balls, the sensors make the jets push away. That's some orbiting right there. Did you see that? Here it is again in slow motion. There you go, there's the orbiting. That was pretty cool. The jets that I'm using are on the MJM Sci-Fi Mod jets. So they have magnets within them, buried within, and you can see now they've just connected to each other. Here I've turned the particles off, and then I built I thought maybe it would be fun to try to knock one of these into a goal. It turned out to be quite a lot harder than I expected. I was chasing these things for about an hour trying to knock one of these things into a goal. It was fun, and I probably should have made the goalpost bigger. It was a little easier when they got into clumps like this. They were a little slower, but still really hard to get them into the goal. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Sometimes they would get, and they would tease me. They'd get like right near the goal and just hover behind it and say, you know, you can't get me, ha ha ha. Yeah, I know. And even when they got in front of the goal, like this, it was still difficult. Come on. Ah. Alright, here we go. Another opportunity. Let's go. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. Almost. Almost. Come on. Go. Get. Ah. No. No, not gonna happen, huh? Come on. Come on. Get. No. 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 Stay. Stay by the goal. What are you doing? Okay. Well, okay, there's only one thing left to do, I guess. Yeah. I know what to do here. Here we go. Ready? Spawn in a new ball. And there we go. Got a goal. Yes! Goal! Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, what? Oh, are you kidding me? I spent an hour chasing these things. What? Are you kidding me? Okay. Great. Alrighty. Great. That's great. Alright, that's all we have time for today. If you've liked what you've seen so far, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Love to see your comments about what you've done with electromagnets and what you would like to see me do with electromagnets in Scrap Mechanic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Steve's Makerspace.